What is going on, guys? It's Shu here, bringing you another review on One Punch Man. Now, I gotta say, this episode was pretty good in terms of where the story's going, animation, moving on. Anyway, but in this episode, I liked a few things here, and let's just go ahead and get into it. We actually start off with seeing a child emperor and Waganma going out of the underground, which is great. However, we see that with him being the first there, all the other heroes, they're kind of chilling and they're waiting on everyone else. However, we see that people like Zombie Man still responds. My Mask responds. Atomic Samurai responds. But Atomic Samurai is like a bit, I guess you can say, unsure how to work technology. And when he does able to talk to them, he brings up the fact that there was another kid down there. Now, I do like how Child Emperor is just glaring darts into Waganma. Obviously, he wasn't honest with him. He was pissed about that. And he takes it upon himself to actually want to go down and find this kid. So, good for Child Emperor for wanting to do that, I want to say. But he's exhausted. And we see that everyone else kind of wanted to go with him. He's like, no, you guys stay here. You guys have your roles to fill. And he goes back down. However, we start to focus on a few characters specifically in this episode. We start off with Atomic Samurai, who goes up against this demon who initially, you look at him, he's small. You'd think he wouldn't be as threatening as he is, but the truth is he is very powerful. He's got the ability to manipulate himself, make himself look bigger, and even multiply. So it's one of those annoying abilities that numbers can become a major issue. And the name, I'll only say it once, was not pleasant. Black Sperm. I just think that's a very dumb name in general, but it is what it is. And we have Atomic actually being bested by him. He tries his best after slicing and dicing, but he gets overwhelmed, but it isn't enough to take him down. So I do like that, and that fight goes on. We then get to see Zombie Man again in this episode, which I was a bit surprised. And he goes up against this other guy called Homeless Emperor. And this guy apparently was made fun of at work. He got fired because of the orders that was given to him by his boss. And he had a lot of time to just kind of, ponder things and just I guess be more of a tree hugger, but an evil kind of tree hugger in the sense that he got abilities because he met God, and God spoke to him, kind of like him being proud of all the things that he had accomplished and what he was trying to accomplish in the sense of the way he thinks. And now God wants to basically give him additional powers, which is what he becomes. And he actually is a bit strong, and he takes down Zombie Man, but not that he's down for the count. He gets back up and he talks about his plans, and all this is an effort for Zombie Man to recover. So it is nice that he's kind of stalling, but at the same time we see that the story isn't all that long, and doesn't give Zombie Man a ton of time to recover. But we then kind of focus on Puri-Puri Fighter. I thought he was a character that we weren't going to see much in this season, but we see that he gets an opportunity to showcase his abilities. And I gotta say, he's a strange guy to watch overall. And it's not just because of his preferences, it's just overall he's a strange character. And he comes across some of these former honeys of his, and he tries to help them. However, we see that once they become monsters, they stay that way. And it's a bit sad. They want to destroy the heck out of him. But I would say they're not strong enough, basically. And he focuses on wanting to take down this other demon who actually absorbed the abilities of other demons that were there, and he just gets angry about that, and he actually is bested by this cat demon, strangely enough, and he starts trying to chase it. Like, he wants to fight this one, and I'm like, it's a bit of a strange direction, but it still makes it for an interesting chapter. And him chasing after it, and then I love it because it was kind of funny. He chases it, and then he goes out of like the walls because he's able to track him down, and then in the process he actually ends up killing off the demons that were hunting him in the first place, and that were his honeys. So I thought that was kind of funny to see how that happens. And then, like, at the very end of this episode, which I thought was just kind of so left field, is the fact that we have Saitama who's walking around, and we don't see how the interaction with the other two went, which kind of sucked, but we see that he's by himself wondering what's going on because now the rumbling stopped, and he's worried about his home. But overall, good episode. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll catch you all later.